Look at that smile.
One was what's at stake in this game. The other one, and this is really in the script, and I really went to college. How can Philly win your heart?
Well, listen, as people know, I'm an NFC Super Bowl pick bachelor. And I had a wonderful weekend in Rittenhouse Square with the Eagles to
Did his homework.
What do you mean? Oh, my, they get a great steakhouse there. It's so good. With the Eagles to the Super Bowl take.
Yeah.
And I had narrowed it down.
Stay over?
It's personal. I had narrowed it down to 3 options. The Eagles, the Rams, who I've always had a soft spot for. You guys know that.
Of course.
And the Lions. But I'm not going to commit to a team with a civilian at quarterback. So the Lions are out.
Great.
And also there's, they've got a lot of people. So I have an announcement. Dust, I don't know if we can show the graphic, but here's the deal, America. The winner of this game's my pick.
Wow.
Eagles-Rams with my NFC pick on the line. Oh, yeah.
So if the Rams win,
They're my
that's your pick.
Yeah, if the Rams win. Absolutely.
They might not even.
They've got the only true superstar.
That's right.
They've got the only true superstar quarterback in the
conference. Then he gets another pick.
No, I won't take another pick. No.
If we don't make the playoffs,
I'm truly
of course.
shocked, though.
Why?
That Jalen, you would ride with Jalen Hurts.
Well, his superpower is
And Nick Sirianni.
But listen, I love the roster. I love the roster, and they're out of the funk. I was wrong about Saquon. I'm the Saquon guy. I got Saquon for MVP. Bruce is quarterback awards guy.
I had him second.
It might be the Eagles. We'll see. Eagles, Rams. Wow. Winner.
All right. You heard it first. Nick Wright thinks that, and this was what it was, that the Philadelphia Eagles, the winner of that game, is going to, there you go, winner take all, final rose. Philadelphia Eagles versus Rams. Whoever wins that game will be the Super Bowl pick for Nick Wright. Listen, I don't, what's at stake for this game? To continue to compete for the NFC champion, or for the, for the wild card, for the #1 seed in the NFC, and home field advantage for a game like the NFC championship game. That's what's at stake more than anything, just because the Eagles already burned a couple of their tough losses earlier on in the season, so they obviously have to keep winning, and the Lions obviously keep winning. So that's what's at stake more than anything. But, is there anything to learn from this game? No, because teams lose. Are we expecting that the Eagles are just going to win every single game from here on out? Probably not. What about the Lions? Are they expected just to win every single game from here on out? Probably not. Even the Chiefs, the Bills, the Ravens, it doesn't matter. So that's why it's even if they lose, they're oh, see, they're not as good as we thought they were, or whatever it may be. I don't go game to game, especially once there's already enough of a foundation there to reach a conclusion about a team. If anything, there's more to learn about the Rams in this game than the Philadelphia Eagles. It's more about what can the Rams prove? Can the Rams prove that with Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua and Matthew Stafford and McVay and a healthier O-line, that they can actually be a top contender, that they can be a top team in the NFL, that they could be threatening if they make the playoffs, that they could be threatening, that they can knock out a team like Philly or Detroit? That's what's at stake. But for the Philadelphia Eagles, it'll be interesting, because I think the Rams obviously have a legitimate fight in them, and I think they are a significantly better team than what their record shows. I do believe that. But it's going to be really interesting to see, because, and I said this I think in a previous video as well, with the Philadelphia Eagles, they've made great quarterbacks, and especially slightly less mobile quarterbacks like a Joe Burrow. They really took it to him, and they attacked Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, etc. And now you have the Rams, offensively, they're almost like the light version of that, with Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua and an older Matthew Stafford. But having Sean McVay, I think Sean McVay is a significantly better coach. And obviously, again, they're different teams, but it's still going to be more similarities in terms of how you're going to attack a game versus like if you're going against like a Jaden Daniels or another hyper mobile quarterback. So I'm more curious to see what this looks like, and if they're going to get after a quarterback like a Matthew Stafford, who they know like this team is going to be throwing the ball. Like that is the name of the game right now, throwing the ball, working to Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. If that Eagles defense continues to make it uncomfortable for these teams, like that's what I'm looking for more than anything. The Eagles offense is just like what I expect them to be. But I want to continue to see this defense be aggressive, be assertive, be opportunistic against all different casts of characters. A weaker Giants team, a strong offense for the Bengals, but obviously they have a weak defense. A more mobile, younger quarterback in Jaden Daniels, right? Another backup quarterback with the Dallas Cowboys. Like, you want to see what these defenses look like in all different styles of gameplay, because they're definitely a lot younger. The offense is definitely a lot more experienced. And so that's what I want to see more than anything. What does Vic Fangio have dialed up against the Rams? Because when you are thinking about the playoffs, like, yeah, the Rams could definitely be a possibility. The Lions, the Packers, the Commanders again, the Falcons, like these are kind of, there's some overlap, but a lot of these teams stylistically play very differently offensively. So I just want to see how the defense continues to progress and how resilient they are, and, you know, continue to see their growth. Offensively, you're looking for them just to be the same team that they've been, but just more buttoned up and continue to get higher and higher and higher, right? Continue to work through Saquon, AJ, Devontae, Dallas. Like, it's the same cast of characters. You want to see Jalen Hurts take care of the ball and be him, right? Like, have some designed runs, take care of it, not take any big hits. Have Saquon, you know, pound the ground game, take some shots with AJ, Devontae. Like, it's not that creative, honestly. Like, it's pretty straightforward. You would like to see them get off to a hotter start and not have to rely so heavily on the third and fourth quarter. But, you know, who knows? Honestly, they took care of the Rams last year, but, like, that doesn't mean anything. And that's why he said we learned a lot from last year. I'm not sure if that's, like, from their game last year, or if he means, like, what happened last year in terms of the collapse and all of that. I'm not really sure what that specific quote is from. So if you guys know, definitely please let me know. But this is weird. Like, why is this game being signaled out right now? It's like they haven't really singled out any Philadelphia Eagles games, for that matter, except for any of the controversial losses after the fact. So the fact that they're talking about this on Wednesday, the Eagles at the Rams Sunday, like why is it because it's the primetime game on Sunday, so they kind of have to elevate it a little bit? Because this is like, or is there just not a lot of sports stories right now? And it's just kind of one of the things that when you do a show 5 days a week, because this kind of caught me off guard, honestly. This clip really genuinely caught me off guard, where I was like, oh, an Eagles clip, like, okay, I guess so, sure. I mean, like, let's do it. But it caught me off guard, because I don't see that this isn't like a big time game. The Eagles can lose this game and still be in the driver's seat of the division. Like, you know, playoff seeding is like they said, pretty much a lock. Not playoff seeding, excuse me, just playoff appearance, you know, berth is pretty much a lock. So it's not like this game is do or die, really important. Like, it's not like it's going up against the Lions. If they were playing the Lions, then I could understand. Then it's like, okay, win this game and you're now leading the NFC #1 seed and all that. So no, honestly, at this point right now, and for the season for the Eagles, it's just very boring. It is. The storylines are just very boring. Continue to win. Continue to take care of your business. If you lose, it better not be because of some sort of like huge issue, glaring issue where you're like, oh my God, you could not run the ball, or oh my God, Jalen Hurts turned the ball over 7 times, or oh my God, Nick Sirianni, what are you doing? If you lose, it has to just be like, yeah, we lost that game. This is the way it goes. You can't win every game. Right? Like, there was no glaring issue for why the Chiefs lost against the Bills. And if the Bills ended up losing that game, it wouldn't be like, Josh Allen's just not good enough. It was just like, no, any given Sunday. And that's where I put the Philadelphia Eagles right now. It's like they are the any given Sunday team with the other top contenders, where it's just like, who's to say? Who knows who's going to win which game? So I think the Eagles do, I will open up this door, that the Eagles do have the opportunity to make this more of a statement game, because I do think, despite their record, people do see the Rams as a really good team, as a solid team, a team that is obviously well coached, with legitimate weapons going out there. And so I think if the Eagles win a game convincingly, start to finish, and it doesn't rely on, again, like the fourth quarter, and it's just like clear, oh yeah, the Eagles took care of the Rams on the road, I think that has the potential to elevate the Eagles in the media and fans' eyes for that matter. But in terms of just like getting a standard win, I'm not seeing it. And again, even if they just lose and they come up a little short because it's just, a last minute field goal or whatever it may be, I'm sure the media and fans will blow it out of proportion, but it still wouldn't be a big story. The only story that would be is if like I said, there's like a clear glaring issue, right? Like the Eagles secondary just gets torched or something, right? Where you're just like, that's a problem. What's going to happen when you face the Lions? What's going to happen if you make it to the Super Bowl and you face the Bills, the Ravens, the Chiefs, the whoever, right? Like, no. So that's why I think the story is kind of a non-story personally. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Rams? Because that's what we're talking about right now. Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I'd absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.